well, it's going to be execution based off the start, or so as intended. Single smoke down toward the top side of the stairs. In fact, it's going to land a little bit further than that. It lands in front of connector. Somebody's on the stairs ahead of it, but they want a four-man pour in from the palace position. Bomb came through A main, so it's got the long access route, but his teammates were already fighting. Niko wants to plant. He's going to have to get it down quickly because DD nearly had a chance to wrap around and deny that, but never mind. Niko's got his gun ready and fighting. He's willing. He's taking down Xcurate. He's taking down DD. He's got Captain Mo still working back in, but he's the only one left. 40 HP and 3 players to find, plus a bomb. Not going to happen. Niko just held the angle and waited for him to arrive. Off catches him out, catches the close angle. Doesn't really get much for it. A MAC-10. It is an SMG. You could argue it's still better than the pistol, sure, but it doesn't give much range. They're up against armor, whereas the MAC-10 in Olof's hands was not. I say that, actually. Excuse me. I don't know if Xcurate did. Everyone else has head armor, so they did forcefully into it. Somebody's going to push up. This is huge. This MAC-10 could now actually be lethal. He's got a chance to line up. Further damage onto both Kerrigan and Rain. That gives his teammates a chance. It's still a 3 versus 3. Guardian's been tagged down to 53 as well. This Deagle now becomes menacing in the site. An interesting positioning from Bintet. Unfortunately, Captain Mo leaves the bench and couldn't get him the information to peek out. He now has to rotate back around. If Bintet was baited in, or had information as to where they were standing when he peeked out from the pillar, might have been a different story. Kerrigan nonetheless takes down Mo. One further kill comes in. Rotation from DD required. He has more HP than the other two combined, but just the CZ to work with. No kit either. Mind you, in this 1 versus 2, he can still play it with a good amount of speed. It's close. There you go. That's a headshot to Kerrigan. Now this is absolutely winnable. He's got the MAC-10 picked up. He likes to stay with the CZ. See if it could cost him bullets left in it. Got 10, so it's not like the reload's required anytime soon. Checks for power, checks the corner, but Rain's got the angle. Guardian thinks about going through connector. And you're right, gets away with it. Gets away from it, I should say, and go toward a B-split. Catwalk, not really challenged. They've already gone out and around the corner. Somebody gets further forward, inside of the smoke. That's not a bad decision. Long angle to hold with the P250. Guardian's already gone by him, and he's just going to wait. He's hoping that they go in for the plant, and he's going to sit inside of that smoke and be optimistic that he can do something of it, but spotted as the smoke slowly started to fade away. Kerrigan was able to take him down, and it's all for naught in that play. It would have been clever. Deny the bomb, maybe get an AK out of it when it's sitting directly in front of him. Cause some chaos. If people were already inside of the site, they wouldn't respond fast enough. That could have been an interesting maneuver.
They are sending 4 players towards A, so that does work out right now. And so we've got 1 player towards middle. It's normally Kerrigan, who's on the other side of the map. And all 5 head towards A. So execution-based, get that bomb down, and then punish the fact they don't have helmets because you can get up close and personal with those MAC-10s.
Let alone helmets. DD's got one, but Xcurate is entirely glass cannon. DD, speaking of, he plays under Shadow. He's got 2. Make it 1.5. He gets the assist. Xcurate manages to get the AWP shot to land on a Rain. Olof gets one back, but that bomb is still there, still towards CT. It's got problems now, though. It's lost its teammate underneath the Shadow. Got aggressive. Xcurate tried to pull back for it, but not ready for Kerrigan to be positioned at Sandwich. He has overstepped the mark. Brings the advantage back to FaZe. It looked very good at the start of that with DD's positioning.
We've got Olofmeister.
As always, this is the mid-round stuff they talked about, the 3-on-3 situations.
Rifles. Somebody lies in wait here. Oh, my God, the timing is brutal.
Isn't that just Counter-Strike in a nutshell right there? Now, the one thing that's good about this is that you do spot Olof. He may have missed the shot in the back, but he had a second player to peek, and Olof also wasn't ready for their presence. So they still get away with the kill. More importantly, DD once again from Shadow finds another, but Bintet trying to play fire, reverse firebox. Gets a little too close to the wall and doesn't play the off angle. They spot him immediately. There's nowhere to hide. Kerrigan then swings in to find 2 before going down, but it leaves them in a 1 versus 2. He's already at the bottom side of mid, and he's already working into connector.
Another B split by the looks of things. Niko's not in Palace, he's in the B apartments, and they've got up towards Shore. Somebody, remember that saved AK, needs to start hitting some shots here, but it's Rain that looks much better today. This is the Rain that can cause damage and carry the team. Haven't really seen that in the opening few sectors of the tournament so far. Guardian holding connector for the rotations. This should be round done unless a double kill like that happens. Amazing spray control from Bintet. At least makes this possible now. 8 seconds, the bomb will be planted. Olofmeister to get it towards short. They try and deny it, but DD will be dropped at the same time. And now they need to ask themselves, is it worth even going for this?
Do you recall? They will go for it, you're right. May not be worth it. It was a 2 versus 2, it's a 1 versus 2, but even still Xcurate already zoomed.
Olaf given the responsibility to try and find the kills. Holding up for now, just looking towards the vent and seeing if anyone wants to fall back from CPL.
Kerrigan Pushing back out from connector, Captain Mo in the site. Good position to be in because coming through connector, he can control with the boxes. He doesn't quite get ready for Niko's presence at Palace, which is a little bit late to be fair. Could have saved his teammates had he gotten that kill a little bit sooner. Olaf gets bit back. Niko still pulls off against somebody and up the ladder, down it again. It's a very awkward position for Dini, and Niko just dominates him. He's now gotten 3 kills and 1 more to find. 15 seconds is the bigger problem. Bomb down in front of him, but a Molotov will certainly keep the defense away and hold so that they can't quite see him pick up the bomb. I thought Niko was going to be dead there. I thought Excurate would re-peek it.
Oh my god.
Niko's now going to have a bomb plant down in the nick of time, and he could still pull this back. This is the mid-round stuff we're talking about. It might not be team play this time. It's individual heroics, and what a shot as he just destroys Excurate.
Ice cold.
They'll go back for it now. 2 players going to take on Captain Mo. His crosshair up and above. Does get a shot onto Kerrigan. Not quite a dink. Thought it might have been, but it wasn't. It's a kill either way again for FaZe, and they'll boost window, so they've got a ton of map control. Bintet, however, has spotted them in the window. Awkward spray. Gets the first nose that surely someone else was in mid who boosted him. Why is he not considered that that player is still down below if he's not inside of connector? Either way, Kerrigan gets a free kill. He fell directly on top of his head.
Well, there we go, Matt. Looks like another round is going in favor of FaZe here, unless Excura on 14 HP can come out on top in a 3 versus 1 post-plant situation. I don't think that's going to be possible. He has no kit, 1 flashbang. He's hoping for a miracle here. And that's what it's going to take, I'm afraid, because unfortunately he is so far removed from winning this round. He can only really hope to save the AWP. Once again, money broken. With the residual cash, they have about $700, you can see. They can actually buy up, especially with the saved orb, if that happens. But it looks like, oh, he's got to hit those, son. Unfortunately for Excura, he will go down. A bit of a gimme there for Rain. Like I said, they can probably justify a force now. They're all towards the B site.
Rain will take out ladder. Bintet's this time at the corner. They're trying everything at catwalk. Different angle yet again. This one's not bad because it can yield a headshot exactly like that. Nearly got 2, but they double peek. 1 high, 1 low. Captain Mo! He just nailed 2. Olof's now stuck toward the bench. They pulled this back to a 2-on-2 situation. Olof's tagged to 18. Chance somehow they pull this back inside of the smoke. Excuse trying to run around. Little did he know where Olof had gone, and on top of that, Guardian was in behind.
Could do a great job, sits in the smoke, and the T actually goes past him.
He's going to be aware. Oh, Rain gets one, though. I was going to say he's aware that he's gone through, so if Rain doesn't get a kill, he could do something with it. Unfortunately, X-Ray got the kill back. That gives him very little to work with, other than the fact that they lost a teammate, and they'll do that again toward Bintet. Excurate now has to rotate. Man advantage for FaZe.
And the B-side's open, and it's another miss for Excura. He really isn't hitting the shots. That's a difficult one. I'm not saying that's easy, but
it's a quick. You're right, but it's another miss.
But he's considered one of the better snipers from his region, and
shot from Rain. Olaf again swings out. Perfect positioning from these pistols, and that is just a clean kill. And
smoke down for Kerrigan, and he's got players in front of them. Down Captain Mo, no problem. Spots a second. They're going to have to jump on him now. They're probably going to take down Kerrigan here, but not quite. He holds strong. Should be able to guarantee the round at this point. But the long rotations, they need to get the bomb planted if possible. And Tet with the Desert Eagle. Always going to be dangerous.
Rain takes out somebody crossing over, and Olaf swings back around. So not quite, though, is it? Thought it was going to do more damage than that based on the camera angle, but it really didn't. However, Olaf still has good position. He's overwhelmed and outnumbered. Oh, I was watching that underpass position. Great response from Niko to turn around. Kerrigan waits forward stance inside of the apartments, re-smokes it, flashed out, spraying in. Asian invasion runs around the corner, and down goes Kerrigan. 3 players running and overwhelming him as Olaf in by the wall. At the bench position, good headshot on the second kill toward Captain Mo. He triples on that as he takes down Excurate, making a 4th on somebody. We might have an ace as he looks for Bintet, who denies it. Olaf with 4, but it's still a 1-on-2, and Bintet picks back up the bomb. He's got a minute to work with, and Rain has no idea he's gotten this far inside of the site. We're down to a 1-on-1.
Yeah, this is looking good for Bintet. Guardian now. AWP, but he hits the shot. I was about to say HP not a factor.
Crosshair, but couldn't hit the corner shot. Smoke down. Olaf, though, great positioning. Somebody, if he pushes through, which he might do. They pass each other. Olaf saw his arm. He's going to let him go. He wants trigger discipline. He wants more than just the one. He'll call it. He's on catwalk, gets the lineup, gets the shot. Doesn't know that accurate. Excurate, is still behind him. But this is the last player for Tyloo. He's on a scout. He's got a tag that really is just a warning shot. Does eventually get it down 1 versus 3. And I think Tyloo's come to an end in this event. They will bow out in London 1-3. They fall to FaZe, who bring themselves finally back to level footing at 2-2. Remember.